All right, here I am. It's me talking about something. Thank you for hanging out with 100% Richard. My name is Richard, and I'm just 100% myself, and that's pretty much what this show is. So, I got some good stuff that's been on my brain, and so I think I'm just going to throw it out there. Hope everybody's doing good, right on, and doing well. I know we've seen some quote-unquote surges in the COVID variant, Delta, whatever they're calling it now. So I hope everybody's being healthy, depending on your decision-making processes, doing well. So anyway, to get past that, there's a whole lot going on in the world today. So we had a big thing in Afghanistan. I'm not going to go into details about that. But it stopped and made me think about sometimes how we think and how we process and how we move forward with stuff, and how sometimes we maybe worry or how we get stressed out and things of that nature because of stuff that we really can't do anything about. To be honest, from I mean, we can protest, we can do all the things that we can do to do things about it. We can change leaders, we can do all kinds of. There are stuff that we can do. But do we have to worry about it? That's the big deal, I guess. This may come across a little bit funny, but this is how I'm going to say it. Well, first, I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's do this. If you're watching me on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and the subscribe and the whatever. Click the buttons. Click all the buttons, and help me out. Get the algorithms going. Whatever. I'm losing my mind. And make sure to share. And if you're listening on, if you don't like YouTube, hopefully you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and all those places, so that you can get me. Once again, if you'd rather listen to me on your special radio, in your car, on a podcast, or whatever, just do that. And don't forget, you can go to 100richard.com/listen. And you can just listen right there on the website. And if you really, really like what you see, you can go to the website and donate. It'd be greatly appreciated. So here we go. Annie sang a song. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Annie, the play Annie, any kind of Annie, not Annie Get Your Gun. That's a different thing. So, but Annie sang the song, "The sun will come out tomorrow," right? And then it eventually gets to, "Tomorrow is only a day away." I'm not a singer, so you just get what you get. Tomorrow is only a day away. So, but is there really a tomorrow? It's funny that when we wake up first thing in the morning, it's always today. When you wake up, there's the sun, it's outside your window, and you go, "Man, today's gonna be a great day." But it's always today. You never go, "Oh, it's tomorrow." There's definitely a yesterday, because today creates the yesterday, but tomorrow never actually seems to get here because of today. There's definitely a future, a date that is beyond today, but when we get to that future, it is still called today at the very moment that we arrive. So really, why do we worry so greatly for something that never seems to arrive? So I know that sounds kind of quirky, a little weird. Maybe it's funny. I think it's funny because tomorrow, it seems, never comes. And because we're always planning for tomorrow, we're always doing something towards tomorrow. But it seems to me that the reality is we wake up the next day and it's actually today. So the terminology can create for quite hilarity, if you ask me. But I think it's funny because I save. I'm not stupid. I save my money. I save for a rainy day. I save for this thing or that thing for tomorrow. We're always doing things for tomorrow. And what I think is the Bible tells us this: "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day it is its own trouble." Now this is the Passion Translation because I love doing this. "Refuse to worry about tomorrow, but deal with each challenge that comes your way one day at a time. Tomorrow will take care of itself." So whatever you are doing today is going to take care of itself tomorrow, because we're actually preparing for tomorrow, today. Have I got anybody confused yet? So all this stuff that's going on around us does it bug your everyday life? I guess that's the big question. How does your absolute everyday life change because somebody told you to do something that you don't want to do? That's the reality here. So God tells us that we are free. We can do whatever we want to do. We can sin if we want to. I mean, that's really who we are. And Jesus comes in and takes away that sin because that's what we've been doing. And now we can walk in his stuff, which means that, I can do pretty much whatever I want to do. I just probably shouldn't. But the reality of not worrying about tomorrow is, hey, do I have clean clothes? Do I have enough money to get lunch? Am I going to make it to the grocery store? Do I have a friend that's vaccinated that can go to the grocery store for me? Whatever I just threw that in there. Ha ha ha. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. So we really have to kind of come to this place where we can say, why am I so worried about stuff? Why do I let worry bubble up inside of me when I know that tomorrow will take care of itself because of the things that I am doing today? And I'm going to read this again. Refuse to worry about tomorrow, but deal with each challenge that comes your way. So it's not like we're going to not deal with stuff. We're like, oh, dude, whatever, YOLO. You only live once. Well, that's not true. You live until you die. Take care of the challenges. As you are taking care of the challenges, tomorrow will take care of itself, because as you get better at the things that you are doing today, you will find yourself in a better position in the future. And that's really where this comes from, is how do I find myself in a better position? Well, take a break. Are you at the beginning of school? Parents, if you're listening, if you're homeschooling, if you're doing those kinds of things, you're probably already stressed out. And you're like, I can't wait till Friday. And some teachers are already going, I can't wait till June. This is Matthew 11:28 through 30. I'm going to read this real quick. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. This is Jesus talking. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. If we're going to take on every single day and every challenge that comes, we might want to do it with Jesus. We might want to yoke ourselves with him. If you don't know what a yoke is, go search it on Google, Y-O-K-E, not the yolk in your egg. The yoke that goes around two oxes for plowing, because they have to work hand in hand with each other or they'll break each other's necks, basically, because a yoke wraps around their necks and one trains the other as they go down and plow the run if you put a new one in there. But Jesus says, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So he will train you, he will teach you, and we will listen to him. We'll have Holy Spirit on our side, and we will move forward every single day, but taking each challenge that comes our way one day at a time. Now, we could pray for something. God will take care of that. Do whatever we're praying for. He listens, he hears. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. So we're supposed to be training. I talked about training last week, training with the Holy Spirit. We're supposed to be learning with Jesus. That's why we put a yoke on with him. For I am gentle and lowly in heart. The Bible is there for correction. It's there for mistakes that we make. It's there for those kinds of things, but it's also there for love. It's also there for teaching. It's also there for us to learn who God is and who Jesus is, so that we can take care of our business as we take care of our business. I don't know if I'm rambling or not. I kind of feel like I am. I don't care. You're getting what I give you. That's the best thing I can say. So, but really, if tomorrow never comes and we just take on each day, one day at a time, like that old TV show, one day at a time, and we just take it as with a grain of salt, or we take it with knowing that God's got our back, knowing that we got things handled, and we can walk forward in all this stuff and not have to really spend our time worrying. The Bible even tells us, it says, do not worry about these things, right? That's what I just said. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. So as we continue to go day by day into each thing, remember that God's got your back. You can handle all the stress because Jesus is in your life. The Holy Spirit is there to comfort you. And don't worry about it. Sometimes we have to actually go, okay, well, you know what? I just let that thing go. And some people will be like, oh, you can't let it go, dude. Well, just trust me, at some point you have to be able to say, I'm going to let this go, and I'm not going to let it worry me anymore. I'm not going to let it bug me, and you'll feel a big relief come off of you if you just kind of move forward with life and take things one day at a time. Right on, right on.